Big win, guys. Massive win for Football Club Barcelona. 5-3. It could have been more. If you watch the game today, it could have been way more than 5-3. And I don't know what sometimes some of these players, for example, like Koundé, Araujo, what they are normally thinking whenever they play. I just don't know. They kind of make some silly mistakes. And the last 2 goals all came from the right side. But we are not here to criticize any player. We are not here to put any player or bash any player. We are here to look at the positive side and try to analyze what we've just witnessed in La Cartuja, in Betis, Sevilla, in Spain. I mean, what a game. What a game. First and foremost, Real Betis. Real Betis are a side that came into this game with 5 wins. 5 straight wins. They've not lost any game. They've won, and they are one of the teams, if not the team, with the least goal conceded before facing Barcelona tonight. And what an absolute start they have. They had a very bright start, had a very beautiful goal scored by Anthony. I thought that goal was offside. At first, I was like, this goal is offside. Myself, I don't even understand it. For me, I see that goal Betis scored as an offside. But according to the referee and the VAR, they said it's a goal. And from then, Barcelona just turned it off. Turned it on Betis. And before you know, it was an equalizer by beautiful build-up play by the Barcelona players, from Rooney to Koundé to Ferran. Amazing 1-1 each. And before you know, 2 minutes after, Ferran scored the second goal. What a goal! What a build-up as well. Lovely finish, and by Ferran Torres. And what a bicycle kick, man! What a bicycle kick! And the third one, amazing goal from Ferran Torres. Today he had an hat-trick, and it would at least he could at least be quiet and humble sometimes. You don't have to come out here and be saying a lot of shit. Last game, he was shushing all the whole Barcelona fan. I was like, bro, when we needed the game most, you didn't turn up. You're losing unbelievable chance. Now you're scoring this guy. You just have to be quiet and humble and work hard. Keep quiet and just don't shush anybody here. Make sure that you are lucky. You're playing that you're very lucky. Let me just not hide it here. You're very lucky to play for Black Barcelona, because the way you score, other players too can do that. Although he's a player that also put himself in the right position, and he's doing absolutely well at the time that you never expected him. So with Ferran Torres, you don't know what you're going to get. But it was an absolute stellar from Ferran Torres today with an hat-trick. Rony Badachi, man, that guy has been on the bench for a long time this season, and he started today with an absolutely banger. What a pass from Pedri. Pedri, man, we cannot say anything about him. But I really enjoyed that goal of Rony Badachi, and he's giving Hansi Flick something to think about when he tries to bring or start a lineup, because today we didn't play with Ferran Torres, we didn't play with Lewandowski, we didn't play with Fermin, we didn't play with Frankie de Jong. So it was a kind of weird lineup I saw today. When I saw Ferran, Rashford, Rooney and Lamine Yamal in the midfield position. I mean, Lamine Yamal wasn't really bad today in that midfield position. He was tracking back. I still feel like he has this little bit of pains in the groin with him, But it was an interesting game, wonderful game. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. And then the first half done, it could have been 6-7 in that first half. We lost a lot of chances. Barcelona lost a lot of chances. It could have killed the game off in that first half. But 4-1 the first half, absolutely thriving throughout that first half. And now we enter into the second half. I thought Barcelona could have killed it off with Rashford with a one-on-one, Lamine Yamal one-on-one, Rooney one-on-one. I mean, they were just losing chances. This kind of games, once you keep scoring, you just keep weakening your opponents. And this is what happened in the later part of the game. Betis came out after conceding fifth goal, which I don't think that goal was a penalty. For me, that wasn't a penalty. The one for Lamine Yamal. And I think it hits the defender in the tummy, then it is hand. And normally the rule is that once it touch your body, touch your hand, it's not considered a penalty. But I don't know why. Maybe the referee saw something we all didn't see. But it was a cool, calm and collected penalty by Lamine Yamal. And 5-1, we thought, okay, this game is going to end 6-7. Before you know, Betis got the second goal at the 88th minute. 83rd minute, they got the third goal. And we thought, oh, this game is going to be this one that just ended like Liverpool's game. But thank God the players tried to defend and make sure that they kept that 2-goal advantage until the end of the match. I mean, it was an amazing performance from Football Club Barcelona. When you talk about the positive side of things, we are talking about a match where there is no Rafinha, where there is no Lewandowski, all being kept for the game on Tuesday. Crucial game on Tuesday against Frankfurt. But tonight's game was one of the games that some of these players that are sitting on the bench really stepped up. Remember, we have not even given our praise to this guy called Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia this season have played what is just left for him to play is a striker, is a left wing, or the goalkeeper. Eric Garcia today played as a defensive midfielder and ended the game as a left fullback. There is literally nothing Eric Garcia could not do in the pitch. And it's a blessing to have this kind of player. Remember, this kind of player was one of these players being criticized by a lot of Barcelona fans. I also criticized him and I thought he wasn't really good for the team. But this is we talking about our emotions in the deep of the heat. This is why I said about Ferran Torres against Chelsea. If he had already put that goal away, we would have been talking about Ferran Torres today. But I don't know why he was shushing the fans after that game against Atletico Madrid. But big win today, very big win today. At least the players really did well and actually give us, the Barcelona fans, an happiness. Now we're 4 points clear of the second point with a game in hand. Real Madrid is going to play Celta Vigo tomorrow at the Santiago Bernabeu. And you know, I think Real Madrid is going to win that one. If Real Madrid kind of draw or lose that one, whoa, that would be shocking. that will be mayhem in the capital city. But I don't see them losing that match. I see a 3 point for Madrid. I don't know how they're going to win. If anybody that faces Madrid, if you want to beat Madrid, just lock up Mbappe and that's over. If you can be able to lock up Mbappe, keep him out of the game, you have 80% chance of beating Real Madrid. But when you have Mbappe on the field with this kind of form he's unstoppable. And it gives Real Madrid a big edge over their opponent. But tomorrow things can still happen because I don't see this Madrid as a very convincing team. Good win for Barcelona, guys. 3-5 Barcelona on to the next. Frankfurt in Camp Nou. That would be very big because of, we know, the history between Barcelona and Frankfurt. The last time Frankfurt came to Barcelona with a lot of away fans, I heard that the Barcelona president and the Barcelona board have already blocked every possibility of anybody selling their card or their own tickets to other people based on the thing that they did last time they faced Frankfurt. They want to avoid it and they want to make sure that the Camp Nou is being filled up with all the Barcelona fans. Guys, let me know what you think about this victory. Let me know what you think about this thumping win of Barcelona against Real Betis. It's not a small Betis side, it's a big Betis side that came up with their pool first 11 with Anthony and Abde by the left wing, which are in absolutely great form. Guys, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know who you think is your man of the match of today's game. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.